Hello again, beautiful. Um, just got off of work. I still gotta wait for your Auntie Jazzy though. Her car is is getting fixed. Um, I'm still trying to figure out how I wanna like either like put the videos together. I guess I want to do like a video diary, but at the same time, I don't know like how I'm gonna do it, or I know I gotta find something I can store them on. Um, uh, I don't want it to be um a string of videos where you gotta click on a different video all the time. So I wanted to like kind of put it together, but then again, I don't want it to be like a long movie type of deal. If it was like we were in touch, and or if it was if we meet, well, if we were allowed to talk to each other, then I guess it could be, I can send like a video a day, or have something where you could look forward to watching, if you want to, or if you wanted to. But um with that, it's like I wouldn't have to well, I shouldn't anyway. I wouldn't say I wouldn't. I shouldn't have to do the video diaries, because if that was the case, then I would be able to talk to you, which would actually be better. you know. So I'm still kind of, it's like kind of like shaky. I guess I can still do them. Like I said, it's kind of therapeutic for me, or it makes me feel better. Uh, um, so I guess I can do them until then. I don't know if it would be better to just like, I don't know, wait, hold on to them, because eventually it might just be something that just for me actually, uh, um, that you might not get to see, or might not want to see. Eventually, it all depends. It all depends on time, time and place, I guess. Um, I still well, I'm still gonna do videos where I have different family members introducing themselves, because I know if you don't, well, even if we do like talk to each other again, I don't think that it's gonna be like we can spend time together right away. So it's gonna be like take time before you can visit, and then same as with me. I don't want you to be, well, I don't want it to be as though you don't know these people. uh at least you can have a certain idea of who they are. Like, you see them, like, okay, I remember her, or I remember him. um Mostly like family that I'm around more often than not. um like your Auntie Jillian, she's one of the people I want you to meet. You actually well, she knows you. She babysat for you sometimes. We go over to visit sometime. Auntie Jillian was always the type of person. Was my auntie your great aunt? uh Actually, she's my great aunt. She's your great great aunt. But she was always the auntie that always kept snacks in the house. Like, and I don't think she eats sweets and stuff. Well, I don't think she eats snacks like that. But she's always had a pantry full of snacks. Um, so whenever kids come over, she's just always offering them snacks, and you know chips, cookies, candy, stuff like that. And then like me, I was like, I would always, we used to stay down the street from her. I always go over her house to use a computer, or sometimes she would have me deleting uh stuff off of the computer to free up memory or clear space so her computer would go faster. She always had not a PlayStation, a Sega Genesis in, in one of the rooms, whatever, in the computer room actually. And I know I spent a lot of time playing Sonic. Um, Speaking of games, um, I guess me and your mom always had battles. It was this one game. It was a Sonic game also. I'm pretty sure it was a Sonic game, and hmm, it might not have been Sonic. Hmm. I think it was though, but it was a racing game. Um, she did beat me sometimes, most of the time. uh, she beat me a lot. And it's like we would talk junk back and forth. And she would always I can't talk junk if I keep losing, you know. But well, whatever. I don't know. I did I like games. I was a big PlayStation person. I don't know. I don't really like Xbox. Not that I don't like it. You know, I didn't like the style of, well, I don't like their remote controls. Like, I don't know. Always a PlayStation person. Sony. Uh, it was this one show I used to like watching with your mom. It was called How I Met Your Mother. I don't know. Is this one line from the guy in the movie? Well, the show actually. Your mom would always use it. I thought it was, well. Your mom would always use it, but every time she won or beat me at something, she would go boom. But yeah. I don't know. I just kind of want to keep you updated. I don't know how to really explain it. I just wanna like tell you stories. Like my dad, he would always, like, we used to go out to the beach and just to walk around, even like, and it's on the weekdays mostly. You know, sometimes we get out of school. You know, while I was, well, more than high school. We would get out of school and we'd go to the beach and we would just walk around, uh, maybe play in the sand. Wintertime too. He would always tell us stories and stuff, like about how it was when he was young, or stories about certain times he had with his friends or his family, and stuff like that. I don't know. It's always something I look forward to listening to. Oh, Daddy, you remember when you said this happened, and remember we went to the beach, and the story you was talking about, that was funny, stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, I wish I had that. I want that. And it would be something, I guess, nice to do. But it was this one time, I guess, we went to the beach. It was my dad. Same thing as usual. It's called Miller Beach. And my sister, it was the wintertime. Your auntie Jazz, it was like the ice on the water. It was basically frozen, but it was like you could walk on it, like. So she goes out, she walks on the water a little bit, not like far or anything. She didn't go way out, but she walked out to the water, and we were talking, and next thing you know, the ice started to crack or whatever, and it started floating. The ice started floating away, and she wasn't far. I guess if anything, she didn't want to jump in the water. Me, I was there. I was out there too. She didn't want to jump. She didn't want to get wet. I guess, I don't know. But when she started getting scared, I I don't know, I could not stop laughing, and I had to jump from there as well, and yeah, she was like terrified, I guess, but I jumped from there too. I kind of like landed in the water a little bit right on the edge and just splashed up, got on my leg. That's it was like wintertime to the point. Well, it was so cold where after like maybe a minute, my pants leg, the bottom of my pants leg was wet, maybe up to a little bit above where the top of my shoe is. I guess it would be no. Well, it depends on what shoes you're wearing. I guess I don't know. A little bit above your ankle, maybe like 2 inches. I guess. And it froze. It was frozen. Like it froze after that minute. But I guess it was something that we did when there was nothing to do. Another thing was we always went to the movies with my dad. I guess my dad was a big movie person. Or your grandpa. See, I want you to meet him. I think you'll like him. He's a big kid person. I don't know. He's a funny guy. He's a good. I don't know. He would be a good granddad. We would always go try to spend time with him because we stayed with your great grandmother for a while after my mom had passed or your grandmother had passed, and we started living with her mother, and I don't know, we would always call her mom sometimes, like mom, instead of like grandmother, back and forth. It didn't really matter, but it's like she was my second mother, and yeah, I wanted you to meet them. I wanted them to meet you, vice versa, or both ways, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot. I missed out on a lot. I've only been to well, I can't say I've been to. I spent one birthday with you, one of your birthdays actually, and at the time it was like me popping up again, or us getting to spend time after a long time, and it's not like, well, we didn't have that, we didn't have a bond, and not like, well, I don't know, we just didn't have a bond, and it's like, I had to get to know you all over again, and it was fun, it wasn't bad, it wasn't like you hated being with me. It's just like we didn't have a connection like we did while we were together. After that, like once, like you were 2 years old. I remember you. I came to visit because I was staying somewhere else different than you and your mom. I came to visit, and all I see is you walking out of the building talking about some David, and I thought it was very cute, and I couldn't stop like laughing from the inside. At the same time, like, why is she saying David? So and it's dad, it's daddy. But you said, like, it's like you're saying David. You're trying to say David anyway, but instead of a V, you say it with a B. David, huh? But yeah, I miss those times, like where when you were born, I don't know, everything, it was all new to me, and I didn't know how to, like, I don't know, I wasn't sure how everything was gonna be, do I act this way, do I act that way? It's like, this is my first child, it was like exciting, you know. I don't want to say overwhelming because we didn't really. Well, for me, it wasn't really overwhelming. It was just like something new that I didn't know. Uh, I know well how it was gonna be, and it's like always something that I wondered. And yeah, we stayed with my aunt for a while, me and your mom, and then we eventually got our own place in St. Paul, and it was just like I don't know. It's like that was like one of the best times of my life. You know, I had your mom, I had you. You know, Junior. I actually like did back then. I don't even know if Junior even remembers me. Um, I don't even know if he might see me and go, oh, whatever, him, you know, whatever. But yeah, it was me. It was fun. You know, I enjoy spending time with Junior. You know, I was kind of irritating though, not to the point where it's like, you know, oh, he gets on my nerves. But he was young too. He always like watching this movie called Fern Gully. It's like a cartoon, and I had a video because it's like I was amazed. I was shocked. You know, I didn't get it. It was something like Tinkerbell, except it was different. I guess that's something you guys got in common. I mean, I don't know. And I had a video where I was like, I set him in a room, and I turned Fern Gully on for him, and I went to the living room. You know, not I was watching him, so I had to check on him. You know, so I go in, you know, and I didn't say anything. You know, I kind of like just peeked in, and you know, he was just like into the show, like he didn't want to take his eyes off the screen. Like this was I mean that was something that like he really enjoyed watching. I'm like, you know, some people they or some kids they might watch TV, but like but they're like halfway watching something, and then they play with the toy the whole time. He's just like all into it. But yeah, that was one of his the movies that like, okay, well I gotta do this, and you know, I gotta try to multitask. You know, I still gotta keep my eye on him at the same time, keep him entertained while I gotta do what I gotta do. So it's like put this movie on, and he's like, bam, you know. So yeah, I don't know, it's weird, and this is one video where he was it was me, your mom, and Junior on the couch, but Junior was going to sleep. Your mom had wanted me to take him and put him in the bed. So, well, I had like a piece of tissue. I had a piece of tissue, and I kind of like twisted the end of it up, and I would like put it in his ear a little bit, like, and he'd wake up looking around, but I would pretend that I was sleeping. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's like those times or whatever. It's like I felt as though, you know, we were at our best. I guess I don't know. We were young, me and your mom. You know, you at the time were still in your mother's belly. Back then, I kind of wish everything would have pretty much kind of like I don't want to say stayed there, but stayed close to there. I mean, I know sometimes things get better, and but sometimes it's like those certain moments you just like want to just hold on to forever, and yeah, that was one of those moments. It was like a vibe I can't like I can or I don't want to. I really don't want to forget. Yeah, those are good times. Then we were very happy. I met your mom in Minnesota. I had finished high school, and while my uncle, he was working trying to get his restaurant together or whatever. Me and him, we kind of like fell out, or we got mad at each other, and I wanted to. Well, somebody asked me if I wanted to move to Minnesota. So I say, yeah, sure. Okay. So I moved away. I was working with him when he started the restaurant. So it's like after we got mad at each other, I stopped working with him and I moved away. But I met your mom in Minnesota, and it's like I was there for maybe like a year before I had actually been able to like I met people, but she was like the first person that I met that was like, okay, wow, who's this, and I remember I don't remember exactly, but I know I was at the mall, and I messaged her because I'm like, okay, well, I'm at the mall, it was loud, and I messaged her, good night, beautiful. And I guess everything just took off from there. I just didn't want to like. I know. She just popped up in my head, And at the time, we had just started to talk, to get to know each other, and it's like once I guess you can think of it as me letting her know that I was thinking of her. Everything just like kind of kicked off from there. After then, we started spending more time together. Things started changing. Things started happening. And I got to meet some of her family. And she, met some of my friends. Minnesota, I didn't really have a lot of family. I had a cousin and aunt. That was about it. I'm not really from Minnesota, but I was like, moved back and forth. So. My aunt and my cousin, like the first time we moved to Minnesota, that I remember when we moved to Minnesota, we moved in with my aunt and my cousin. Me, my mom, my dad, and your aunts. And we stayed there at their place until we got our own. But those are different times. It's a lot of stories, and I'm gonna tell them to you, but I don't want to like jump the gun, or like skip. I don't know. Not even saying it's an exact order of things, but yeah, I end up getting off track either way it goes. So I guess it don't really matter. I talked to your uncle, baby Junior. And I told him I was doing videos or whatever, and he was like, "You talked to her?" I was like, "Nah. I just decided to do videos, And he said, "Okay, well, yeah, just let me know, or just come up with the camera and go, just start recording." Well, yeah. So I think tomorrow I'll probably come back up to the work. I'm off tomorrow, so. Heck, your cousin Trey. Hold on. He about to say something stupid to get on my nerves.
Hey, where you at?
Who you talking to?
Your mama.
Really? Anyway, hey, check this out. What I tell you? He's gonna say something dumb.
Are you at the crib?
Who was that? Okay, this is your cousin Trey. Hey.
And my name is Trey, like your father said.
Alright, I was telling Jazzy and them
Hey.
I was gonna introduce
Look who you
them.
waiting on.
I gotta wait for Jazzy.
Oh, okay. You sure stay here late tonight.
I didn't really have to go nowhere. Yeah, I knew I was gonna have to take her home and tell her car get fixed, but I didn't really have to go nowhere. I wasn't rushing.
Okay.
I was just kind of
Who
like
you talking to?
slowed down.
You
No, I was
smoking?
doing videos. I started doing like a video diary for my daughter. So you know,
Oh, that's
I'm still trying to
nice.
figure out the whole right. I don't know when she'll get to see him, if she'll get to see him. You know, but I still kind of feel like it'd be cool. This is Miss Venus.
Hey, baby, how you doing? How old are you, sweetie? You have a sweet father. You got a good daddy. And I love you too, baby. See you. Okay, bye-bye.
I see you, Miss Venus.
Okay.
I see
Look, Keontae,
Goodbye.
you over there cleaning the Bentley?
Who you waiting on?
You
Where you going?
hey, okay, I'm doing like a video diary thing for Maya, for Mayana. You wanna introduce yourself? Huh? Look.
You for real? I'm Keontae, I guess. I don't know.
You don't know what to say. Right. I don't know. It ain't like you gotta like say nothing, anything specific. You know, just I'm Keontae. I want to do it where if you know she gets to like idea of who I'm around or stuff like that before she actually see y'all. That way she see y'all, she recognize you, and it ain't like who's that, But yeah,